What is it that you say when you want a client to use WhatsApp for faster communication instead of just emails and text? Hi guys, my name is Deepak Shukla, founder at the Pearl Lemon Group. We're a business growth and development agency based in the UK, USA, as well as serving clients worldwide. And here today, in day number 73, we're here to talk about ultimately how to ask a client to change their messaging medium or platform to get faster responses from them. Okay. But before we get into it, if you need any support with your communications within your team or within your clients, please do get in touch and feel free to click the link in the description below to get access to 7 additional strategies that are not shared in this training. So there's a couple of straightforward ways to do this, to be honest with you, and we're going to go through them here. I'm liking these boxes now. Number one, call them and ask. Okay, so not enough people do this. Call them and ask, and explain. Call them and ask. Call them, explain. Call them. Call them. Small talk. Ask. Explain. And ask. Okay, so call them. Ring, ring, ring. Hey Frank, it's Deepak here from Pearl Lemon. First of all, morning. I thought I'd check in on you, see how you're doing. How's your day going? I always think it's useful to just get to know my clients a little bit more. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Just wanted to give you a brief update on the campaign. Brilliant. By the way, just out of interest, I wanted to ask if you could do me a massive favor. Would you consider, for me, please, using WhatsApp? I know that you're not a big fan or user of it, but if you could, we're going to get better results for you, Frank, because we have questions that come up from time to time, and I don't always want to, for example, catch you in the middle of the day, wait to organize a meeting, because it's sometimes a 30-second request, and you can send me back a message in your own time, on your way to pick up your kids from school or on your drive home from work or before you stick on your sneakers to go out and play badminton. And you could just give me the answer. And then because our team are working, well, synchronously as well as asynchronously, because there's people in different time zones, I get people information at different times. So if you could you do that for me? It makes such a huge difference to your campaign. I promise you it's going to be worth it. You will not regret it. Fingers crossed. So do you see what I did there? And that's really what you can do to ultimately see if that will work for them. The second thing is that you could have, so you could just develop a client relationship template for this scenario. So develop what I've just said in question 1, minus probably the small talk, or you can add it in to then build number 2, an email template asking this. You could even include a working example via video of why WhatsApp is so powerful. You could record a video on your mobile, walk through it. You can record a video on web or desktop WhatsApp and walk through it and discuss the advantages of the work and what you do or what you can do together. You could look at an article about the advantages of, for example, WhatsApp, and you could present a real structured narrative as to why it's powerful. You do those things once, you whack it into a template, and then you never need to do it again because you've got a solid template to use. So number 2 is really an email template asking, if this can be done. Okay, so calling them, small talk, explaining and asking, or you can just call them and ask directly. Okay, you can just make it much more direct, and that's completely fine. Also, hey Frank, it's Deepak here. Listen, can I get you onto WhatsApp? It's taking forever, or I just go pull my hair out waiting for you to respond on email. What do you say? So you could just directly ask that if you feel comfortable. Frank, can I ask a favor? Could you, man, what do I need to do to get you on WhatsApp? Frank, can I ask you a favor? Please, can you install WhatsApp? Frank, can I ask you a favor? Please, can you check WhatsApp? So something like that is completely fine. An email template asking this is also fine. And beyond calling them and then emailing them or doing that same thing on text, outside of this, you just have to put up with it, really. So I said, you know what? There's something else you can do. You can just be slow on those. Be slow on their preferred. So you can be slow on their preferred platforms. So when people ask me to come onto Slack, I say, I can do that, but responses will be slow. I can do that, responses will be slow. So you can be slow on their preferred platforms. And and you can direct them to your favored platform. So that's a clever strategy you can do, or you can execute as well. Be a bit slower on email and text, but then when they finally reach out to you on WhatsApp, you're super speedy. So when they need things from you, they're waiting a day and a half on email, and then when they WhatsApp you, you respond immediately, and then you retrain them. So what you're trying to do here is retrain your client to use your preferred platforms. Okay, so you're retraining your client, and these are some of the strategies that you can work through when you want want a client to use WhatsApp, but you need to explain the business value of it. So number two is a powerful exercise, because what's happening is the value of the platform is probably not being communicated effectively to the client. So that's what you want to do with the email template. So there you have it, guys. They are the three things that you could do to get your clients onto WhatsApp instead of email exchanges and text only. Although in the end, if none of that works, just like I'll underpin with all clients, ultimately, they're paying us. It's a service. You can ask as much as you can. You just need to deal with it beyond deciding, of course, that that client isn't for you. You no longer wish to work with that client. Your agency no longer wishes to work for that client. You just got to deal with it. So there you have it, guys. That is the bottom line. But using 1, 2, and 3 should help you achieve thinking about number 4, like thinking about this. You want to retrain your client, call, small talk, explain, ask, email template asking the same thing, be slow on their preferred platforms and direct them to your favorite platforms, or answer rapidly on your favorite platforms will lead in retraining your client, or they'll just directly switch. And if all of that doesn't work, you got to deal with it, which is either continuing with the campaign or removing yourself from the project or removing that client from your agency. But hopefully it won't come to that. So please do comment with your takeaways in the description below, as well as subscribing if you're enjoying these videos. Catch you in the next one.